Matt, as we're looking forward, there is a election that is seemingly pretty important.
That's right.
From our side, I think my dad and I have talked about it some. We are seeing the nation not a lot different than maybe some of the elections leading up to Lincoln.
Yeah.
Right? Where the nation's incredibly divided, it's polarized. Now, a little caveat to not like be totally pessimistic and maybe dramatic about this, but if you look back at the Second Great Awakening, what's happening at the time leading up to the Civil War, leading up to the dividing of the nation, and in the Awakenings, they were defined not as a unifying time in America, but as a clarifying time where people were debating truth and morality. And I don't think we've seen a time like the debates over truth and morality here since all the way back to the Civil War era.
That's
and
right.
so I think there's a reason to be hopeful. We recognize God's moving. God is doing things. People are waking up all over the nation. But it doesn't mean there's not some issues coming on. So walk us through a little bit of thoughts with the election, with individuals. What part can we play? Can we actually make a difference? And how do we do that? Because you're someone that has been involved in that process for decades now. So walk us through some of that.
Well, and I think we always throw out this is the most important election in our nation's history, right? It seems like we say that every 2 years, every 4 years, but I think there's some legitimacy to what's going on in 2024 because, as you said, the clarifying lines have become so stark. I mean, it's no longer just differences of degree. It's differences in worldview. It's differences in ideology. And who do you want implementing that for the next 4 years? And so, but it's not just at the presidential level. We always think about, we're going to elect a president or U.S. senator. It's almost more important who you're electing as your governor, your state senator, your state legislator, but even more important than that, probably city councilman, school board member, mayor, all those offices. And so when people come up to me and say, what part can I play? Get involved locally, right? It doesn't matter whether you live in New York City or the smallest town in Texas, you have a role to play in making sure that you have the right leaders in the right places making the right decisions.